Bosnia, Bosnia, Eschen Mauren's going to Bosnia. Hello everybody, welcome back to Liechtenstein Legends, where today we've got a lot on the line. We are going to be playing in the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. That's right, we're back, and we're facing off against HSK Zrinjski Mostar from Bosnia. That was not great, but I don't think I butchered it totally. This team qualified for the Europa League group stages in 2020. They didn't win any games or any points, but they did qualify. They beat Bate Borisov and Rijeka. Those are good teams. They have a couple of players. It's not a lot of them, but they have a couple. And what I have noticed is that the stronger the team is, the stronger their grayed out players are, right? That is actually a thing that I have noticed. I double checked, that is the case. So this is not going to be easy, even though these are grayed out names. What has happened so far, though, we're just going to kind of breeze through things. Financially, things are looking great. 200,000 in the kitty already. Transfers, though, we got to go through the transfer. First up, we've got Miguel Rodriguez coming in here. This guy, worth 78,000. He's not actually that good. We're playing him mostly as a center back. He's pretty cheap. He's worth a lot of money. Not quite as good as I was hoping he'd be. The red arrows make him look a little bit worse. He comes from Thun, a man with Super League experience. He's not an old Super League player either. He's not like 34 like TSO. 25, still plenty of time to grow in his career, plenty of time to do well. He's one of several options. I've kind of brought in a lot of defenders at the back, center defenders. So, I mean, he's a decent option there. He's 6 foot. He's also 9 pace, not too bad. That's one of the things we were looking to improve as of Yelassi leaving. Not a terrible player. His value's a little bit overrated, but he's worth something. Matis Kuntz comes in. Not as a center back. This is a weird one. Okay, we've had another issue. I was going to try to replace the center mids. I didn't find any. I found 0. Absolutely none. So, Kuntz is training as a ball-winning midfielder in the center mid area. He has the attributes he needs for it. He's super well-rounded. He's already playing in that position, and he's not doing horribly. But I think he's young enough. We'll train him there. He'll be good by half season. It's worth it because we literally could not find a single center mid. He's a decent option in the center back area as well if we need one. 6'1", really all-around player. Very, very solid player. Joins us from Münzingen, who did narrowly avoid relegation last season, if I'm not mistaken, but getting a 7.01 rating on a team that was down in 13th, 14th, 15th place. Really impressive stuff. He joins us on not on a free actually, for 8.5 grand. And he's not alone. I mean, hey guys, it's a lot of center backs. It's Arnor Feizulahu, who is a weird one. If you ignore the red arrows, I don't actually think that his star rating makes any sense. He's got pretty decent heading. He's got good marking, good tackling, good mentals, good physicals. He's tall. I don't know why he's a 2-star player. I brought him in predominantly because he had a 7.22 rating last season at Rapperswil, and we got him on a free. And he's very cheap. He's 8.5 grand a year. He's very good on, historically. I haven't used him that much just because we have so many center backs, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a squad player, sort of a rotation option. He's been capped for Albania, also has Super League experience with Neuchâtel Xamax, and yeah, I mean, he's not a bad player at all. Probably the best option that we've added in the center back area is Ronnie Santos, a capped Cape Verdean player. Look at those attributes. 11 heading, 11 marking, 13 tackling, 6'1", pacey, very good physicals, very good all-around mentals. The only thing he's really missing is flair and long shots, and penalty taking, I guess, and finishing. Things that I don't need him to know. He's a great player. He's a great asset to us in the center back. He also has all the attributes necessary to play that ball-winning midfielder role, so I can switch him in there if Kuntz gets injured, if something like that happens. I'm not actually training him there. He's more of an emergency backup thing. He can play this one, though. He can play it a little bit more deep lying. So, Ronnie Santos, really good option for us. He joins us from Könitz on a free. Könitz, also a promotion league side. And a 7.02 for them last season. Just a really good player overall. Ronnie Santos, everybody. I brought in 2 right backs at the end of last season. TSL is now kind of playing as a mentor role and also just off the bench since he can play left and right, which is really great to have on the bench. But Yasin Juric comes in as our new fullback on attack. This guy is absolutely everything you want in an attacking fullback. 14 pace, 16 acceleration, 14 crossing. He's not the best defensively, but he's got 10 tackling. He's got 8 marking. He is a absolute stormer of a player. 19 years old, he's still got room to grow. 16 determination, he is determined to reach his full potential. He's exactly everything that you want in this kind of a player. Yasin Juric, it was one of those players where I didn't need this role filled, but I saw him as an available option and I couldn't say no. He is so good. Yasin Juric joins us from Aarau. He hasn't really played for them much, one game in the Challenge League, but he is already doing an amazing job for us. 4 games played for Yasin Juric. Actually, no, not 4, sorry, 6. But 5 assists in 6 games. Really amazing stuff out of Yasin Juric. And finally, Lars Shadley comes in for $7,000 as another goalkeeping option. The main reason for this is that Tim Early is now not, I mean, he's like 22. He's the guy who you might remember played a couple of games in that first season. He was a youth prospect. He never improved. He's not good enough to play back up to Holby. This guy, on paper, is actually a little bit better than Holby, but Holby is a god, and I've kind of rotated them a little bit at the start, and Holby's done better. So this guy will play second fiddle to Holby. I've signed him on a backup contract, so he's not going to be too upset if he doesn't play every game. He joins us from Volen, where last season he had 9 shutouts in the first league, down 1 tier below us. Not amazing, not terrible. So I think Lars Shadley is a decent backup option. And that's it. There's nothing else to really talk about on the ends. Adin Hamcic has left on a free, and Reto Scheller has gone to Yverdon in the Challenge League. Oh no, they actually just got relegated, so they're actually in the promotion league. He'll be playing against us. 4,000 we got for him. Mainly, I just wanted him off the payroll. We have too many strikers now. Anyway, and that's going to be it for transfers, honestly. Not really that much to report. Literally only transfers in the bottom half of the field. So this is what we're going with. It's the same. I know it's the same. Here's the issue, guys, right? Ayeti and Dorta are 2 of my best players, and I can't switch the system up without losing Ayeti and Dorta. So we're going to try the old system. We've changed things up a little bit. Chikaki will be playing as a deep-lying playmaker while Kuntz plays as a ball-winning midfielder. We're ditching the Mazzala, and hopefully that'll give us a little bit more presence in the midfield. There was a comment that I responded to on the last episode that talked about how the defense gets outplayed a little bit. I have lowered the defensive line a little bit, but the biggest thing I think is replacing Yelassi. Yelassi was 33, did not have pace. So having somebody like Feijulahu in there, or Rodriguez, or Ronnie Santos, who is suspended for this game, is just better at getting back. I mean, Feijulahu is actually not that fast. He's only an 8. He's a bad example. But like Rodriguez is a 9, for example. You know what? We're going to play Rodriguez in this game. Fuck it. Actually, no, we're not. I set this up yesterday. We're just gonna do it. So that's what we're going with. Holby in the back, Zonderecker and Jusic as the 2 attacking fullbacks. We've also pulled Zonderecker back a little bit, playing as a fullback on attack instead of a complete wingback now. Rigetti on the left in the back, Feijulahu as well on the right. Kuntz in the middle with Chikaki, Ayeti, Dorta, with Shabani and Vuleta up top. But you guys are wondering about the results, and if you guys have looked over to the right side of the screen, you've seen some numbers. You've seen some numbers, like the 10 goals in 6 games that Shabani has scored. There is a reason for that. So our very first round of Europe was against UE Santa Coloma, an Andorran side who aren't what you'd call good. So we beat them 13-1 on aggregate. The first game saw 5 goals by Stepan Vuleta. If he does it again, we're going to call 5 goals of Stepan. That's what's going to happen. He's done it once. In the meantime, Shabani with 4 in the second leg. A couple other goals in there, but a 13-1 aggregate win. I think they had 2 shots. They scored one of them. A little bit disappointing. Then, with some weird stroke of luck, we got drawn against Banga again. That was the same team we played in the first round last year. This time, though, it was a lot harder. Banga was able to put up a fight, but a hat-trick from Shabani in the first leg saw us through the 3-1 victory. We managed to maintain a 2-2 draw away with 2 more goals by Shabani, and win out 5-3 on aggregate. So 2 games in the league have gone by so far. Shabani scoring our only goal against Young Boys that wasn't an own goal. They scored an own goal, which was actually kind of funny. You know what? Let's look at it. All right, so this looked like a pretty promising attack initially, and then that happened. You'd think that that would be the own goal, but I don't... There were so many things that we could break down there, but I'm just going to let you guys rewind and watch it 6 times if you want. So that's how we ended up going 2-2 against newly promoted Young Boys under 21. We beat YF Juventus with goals by Ayeti and Shabani for a 2-0 lead, putting us 5th after 2 games with 4 points. Now, this has also raised some questions for me. Under 21 teams in real life cannot be promoted to the Challenge League. I don't know exactly how this works. If we were to finish 4th below these 3 teams, I imagine we'd be promoted, but I'm not 100% sure if we're promoted or if the team in the Challenge League just isn't relegated. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but if we have to win the league, including the under 21 teams, this is going to be a nightmare because all 3 of these teams are very, very strong. So it's going to be something to keep an eye on for sure. I'm pretty sure we get promoted as long as we're the top senior team, though. All right, away we go. We're in the black. I honestly have no idea how to, like, what to expect here. AEK is a team that on paper should be about 900 times stronger than us, and we still did well at home. We didn't even do that badly away from home, in my opinion, but we'll see. I have no idea how this game is going to go, but Ayeti gets a good shot off 20 seconds in. We're just going into this game without any expectations. We already know who we're playing if we win. It's going to be the winner of a match that will probably be won by Malmö. I don't remember who the other team is. So, theoretically speaking, we will not hit a team that is stronger than AEK. I also don't know if we'll be able to redo what we did against them, though. I mean, Malmö is a very, very scary team. So far, this isn't going poorly. We're about a half hour in. We haven't seen much out of anyone. We've only seen one highlight from us. That clearance is not amazing. It's looking like our opponents, don't even know what to call them. I can't pronounce their name if I'm talking fast. But they're going to be trying to move on forward. The Bosnian boys. Oh, but it's a good interception there by Chikaki. As Vuleta, now on the move, looks to move forward here. Tries to find Dorta there. Can he find a ball to the middle? No, he goes to Zonderecker, who's got a lot of space, finds a ball in, and Vuleta scores! It's 1-0! Stjepan Vuleta, number 8 of the season! What a start to this away leg! We've gotten a pivotal away goal, and this could be a new record for the farthest we've ever gone in the Europa Conference League, although it's very, very early days. There's still 2 hours of game time between both games. There's more than that. There's still 150 minutes of game time between both legs. We can't get too ahead of ourselves, but it's an amazing start. 8 shots to 2 so far. Zrinja is doing nothing, but now a corner. Shabani coming deep to help defend that. Clears it as far as Zalezevic. He's making a move down the left. Can we nip it off? It's a terrible ball back. Vuleta nips inside. There's not really that many men with him, but he is able to find Shabani. Can he beat his men? It's 2v1 here, but he is Shabani. He's a man in form. He's not quite in form enough to hit that shot, though. 35 minutes down. Still 1-0 to the away side. Eschen Mauren. So far, the ratings looking good. The defense not looking amazing. Jusic is having a couple of issues. I think I might have called him Juric earlier. There is a Juric that I'm familiar with, but he's Jusic, if I mispronounced that earlier. Dorta, we've got 20 seconds left. They shouldn't have a chance to break from this. There shouldn't be enough time, but maybe if we can get a second goal. Ayeti was there, but he just didn't go for it. Can he find a second ball in? Oh, no, he loses out. Do they have time to break? Oh, it looks like they might. Melic going for a ball up to the left-hand side. Zalezevic has some space as well. Melic gets through, and it's even. Oh, that was bad. That was just bad. Ay, ay, ay. It's 1-1 going into halftime. Not a good time to concede there. Just calamitous defending there. Really, a lot of that comes down to Dorta's mistake. And just not the best defending on Melic there at all. Following that, we are going to make one change. Yüksel coming on the left-hand side for Dorta. And they're also making one substitute as well. Looks like a couple other Swiss teams are in action. Luzern is playing. Sion is losing to Fenerbahce. I mean, these are some strong teams that we didn't get drawn against. Very lucky in the draw. But here we go, Vuleta. Dorta is our main free kick taker. Mainly because nobody else is that good. TSL's pretty good at them, but he's also on the bench, so not quite amazing. As we're still dominant overall, but really a lot of this is from that first half hour. We haven't seen too much out of the boys recently. We're gonna consider making a substitution. Shabani is not playing great today. It's going to be a job for Suleimani to sort of come off the bench, maybe inspire something. Timo Righetti and Feizulahu are not playing well, but Righetti has that yellow card, that important yellow card. We're going to get him off Rodriguez here and just make sure that we don't get a sending off. Chikaki is able to do well defending there. Melic picks it up, though. Looks like a second opportunity here for the Bosnia boys. Can they make a move forward, or can we stop this before it really gets launched? Melic, though, keeping the ball for quite a while. Now they're through. Oh, the offside is held up so poorly, and that's just a disaster. I mean, the calamitous defending. I don't really know who that was. Oh, God, who was that? Feizulahu, man. I mean, it wasn't just him, but like he's holding up. I mean, it was just him. He's just holding it up so badly. Just atrocious stuff out of him. Things looked so good for the first half hour, but at the end of the day, we are gonna struggle to come out of here with a result to be super pleased with. I mean, regardless, even if we do lose 2-1, that's still an away goal. It's not that bad a result away from home. But if we could equalize it, that is a name. Hadzimuratovic. That actually wasn't too bad, huh? All right, we need to get the ball back. We need to try to go for a 2-2. If we can get that equalizer, that's such a big deal for us. Going home, where any win, or even a low-scoring draw will do the trick, is a big, big opportunity for us to maybe make our way through this. Tunjic on the side, tries to find a ball in. Where are the defenders? Zalezevic somehow blasts it into the stratosphere. 90 seconds remain here as we go into what should be the final highlight of the game. The distribution from Holby is poor. Melic on the move. We need to close these guys down. Why are we not pressing them harder? It's unreal. Unreal, man. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. I have more urgent pressing intensity on, and they just don't press them. I don't understand why, and I'm upset. I'm upset about this result, because I feel like a lot of that was bullshit. Hi guys, this is your mid-game update in our league game. We have a league game between the two legs of Europe that I kind of forgot to mention. We're rehabilitating ourselves pretty well. Shabani's just scored his 4th of the game. An away smashing of the Grasshoppers under 21s, I think, gives me a little bit more hope for that return leg. We're at home, of course, so we'll do well. I mean, it's 5-1 against Gatesy. I'm interested to see if Shabani can get 5, because whoever scores 5 goals in a game twice first will have it named after them, I guess. That's a thing that I just decided now, so it'll either be a Stjepan or a Shabani. We'll see. Or neither, honestly. I don't even care. I don't even care about Ledyan Sahitai. Great pronunciation. So he scored 5. I mean, Voleta scored 5 against a team from, like, Andorra. This is a team that's, like, worth quite a lot of money. Gates's youth facility or youth program is pretty good. So, does he get 6? Or are we gonna see Shabani get 6? This is where I tell you guys that I gave Shadley another chance to impress me. Holby wasn't really at fault for any of the goals in the last game, but I figured I'd let Shadley try to impress me. He's conceded 3, and they haven't really had that many shots, so I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to be using Holby again in the next game. Also, goals are so common in this one that I've just stopped caring. Good job, Stjepan. Nice try. Score 4 more, and we'll talk about you a little bit. To be fair, Stjepan does have 3 assists, so decent performance from the lads up top. Everyone else has done kind of meh, but Shabani and Huleta are just on a 9 and a 10. Is that it? All right, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, 7-3, we win against Gates's under 21s away from home. Some minor updates for you guys. That win does put us top of the table right now. There's a lot of teams on 7 points. Basel. Who did they draw with? Oh, they drew a while ago. Never mind. Never mind. Regardless, a lot of teams on 7. That +4 goal difference shoots us to the top of the table on goal difference. And yeah, that's all for that. Couple of updates on players. We're giving Selant a few league games. We're not going to play him today. We need more goals. He's a little bit more defensive-minded, but Jusic is having a little bit of time. He's going to need a little bit of time to sort of get into the mode here. He's struggling a little bit, which is fair enough. He's young, he's new. So I promised Selant some league games. That's fine. I also promised to sell Bujarlika. He's upset. He's not getting games. Yeah, he got a 6.59 last season. That's kind of all there is to it. Alright, the game against Zrinjski Mostar. Game number 2, we are down 3-1. We have the away goal, that's good. And we have the home advantage, that's good. I think we have an okay chance at coming out on top here. We have a stronger lineup. Ronnie Santos is no longer going to be suspended. Gives us a little bit more pace in the back there. And this is the lineup. It's basically the same. Ronnie Santos comes in, and that's it. Everyone else remains the same. Thomas Holby did not play the league game, so he hopefully will be a little bit more motivated, even though he also saw that Shadley did very poorly, so he probably doesn't feel too threatened. But in we go. I've also taken off tighter marking. I had tighter marking on, and I just decided to experiment with it off because it didn't seem like they were marking particularly tightly. So that's going to be it. Here we go. We're in the Rheinparkstadion, the home ground of FC Vaduz. It's a larger ground than ours. Ours does not fit European regulation size. And we begin. We are in the white and the blue, our customary home kit. Getting the ball there. Not really that many men forward so far. A little bit of lag. It's a little bit weird. Anyway, Dorta finds himself a decent amount of space. Shabani! Oh, it's good. 2 minutes in. Klirim Shabani, 16th goal of the season. It's just so dumb. I think our top goal scorer in season 1 was Dorta with 15 goals. It's August. Shabani has 16. All right. It's a good start. Ibanez. Ronnie Santos with a good clear. Why is it lagging so much? I haven't, like, restarted or started any programs or anything. This is a bit of a weird one. I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't really know what to do. Shabani, though, on the move. Can we get a ball back to somebody else? Sonderecker! Shabani doesn't just score, the madman assists as well. The 1-2 punch. Shabani with the left, Sonderecker with the right. It's 2-0. We're winning on away goals 6 minutes into the game. And that is absolutely wild. Let's see it again. We had a bit of lag there, so let's watch it one more time, and it's fluid beauty. It's fluid beauty as Sonderecker just has so much space. Shabani with the hold-up play sees the left back storming on in, and it's good. 2 shots, 2 goals, and 1 very hopeful manager. 21.5 minutes down. Once again, the highlight starts with us. Sonderecker almost loses out, but Chikaki is there. Sonderecker with some space finds a ball in. It's not going to be too great. I mean, at this point, do we maybe pull back a little bit? Because we don't want to risk conceding an away goal. But at the same time, the front foot has gotten us where we are. We're more familiar playing on the front foot. That's one of the reasons I play on the front foot against these sort of stronger teams, just because it's what we've trained. It's what we're more familiar with. I worry a little bit about playing a little bit more defensively, especially when our best players are all up front. We want to be providing for them as much as possible. But Salezevic, all of a sudden, that's not great, as it's going to be 2-1. We're still in an okay spot here, but we lose our away goal advantage. Plenty of time, though. We're gonna need to just win out on pure goals, which is something we're capable of doing. Jusic just misses the tackle there. This is what I was saying. Celant is a little better on the defensive efforts, but we played Jusic because we needed goals. And that is kind of a trade-off that we make. In many ways, that might sort of dictate when they each play, right? Against a stronger team like Basel, maybe we do play Celant as opposed to when we're playing a team like YF Juventus, then maybe that's a better game for Jusic. Something that we'll definitely have to consider. But as things continue on, once again, they are coming strong. Oh, it's off the bar. Sonderecker's able to clear. Do we get onto the end of that? We do not. Overall, things are not terrible, though. Still 2-1. Ayeti with the corner plays it in. Will we get to the ball? Ayeti's the only one in this general vicinity. Kuntz is there, the man out of position. He honestly doesn't play too badly, despite not being comfortable in the position yet. Jusic. He's on the field to be attacking in that role. Will he get something done this time? He tries, but Ayeti picks up the loose ball. It's not all lost. Chikaki once again with the ball in. Dorta's not able to win the header, though, and now an opportunity for them to break. The Bosnia boys will lose out, though. Kuntz does well. Sonderecker with a long ball aimed at Dorta. We've still got men forward. The ball in towards Vuleta. It's good, and it's 3! 3-1. 4-4 on aggregate. It is tied on away goals now. There are still highlights to be had in this first half. 41.5 minutes gone. It looks like there's a bit of an injury on Abdi Hodzic. But Merdanovic on the ball here. Can we get in there? Jusic with another missed tackle. He's just been given so much time. And it's gone in. I don't know what's happened there. I actually just don't understand what's gone on. I don't know, like, no, Jusic was the only one to try to close him down. He failed miserably. I mean, you see him, Jusic just, like, marking him here, goes in for the tackle, misses out. I don't know what Ronnie Santos does. I don't know what any of these men do. Jusic then kicks it into Zalezevic's head, and it just goes in. Very disappointing game by Jusic so far. Not really being the player we need him to be, as we do kind of need a goal now. Ideally, I mean, before halftime, I'd be asking a little bit much. There's not really that much time, but we do need to win by 3 in order to win. The away goal's no longer on our side. Abdihodzic gets back. Can we get control of this highlight? Sonderecker gets close, but he doesn't quite get it back. Kunz gets it back. It's well done. Chikaki now goes for Vuleta. A goal before halftime would be big. Chikaki looks for Jusic, who will probably come off at halftime. But the long ball in towards Shabani is good, but Shabani just can't get it on target. It's a good ball by Jusic. That's what we've been wanting to see from him. Oh, and that might redeem him a little bit. Do we keep him on, or do we bring on somebody else? Selant, Tiesson, maybe. Second half, Selant comes in for Jusic. That's the change we're making. We need goals, but we also need to not concede more goals, and Jusic has not really been pulling his weight on this game so far. Dorta. Oh, he's taken down! It's a pen! Okay, a great start to the second half. Dorta has an opportunity to give us a lifeline here. And he does! It's 4-2! 5-5 on aggregate. We are 1 goal away from leading. We are behind on away goals. I know I keep harping on it, but it is easy to forget. Dorta down the middle sends the keeper the wrong way. It's a good pen. Overall, the XG for them is a lot stronger than ours. I think a lot of that is from that weird one that resulted in the second goal where there was like 5 shots from right in front of the goal and they all just kept getting blocked. That kind of messes with the XG a little bit. Oh no! Was that Selant? Good save by Hobie! It was Selant. The right backs are not performing today. Maybe Tiesson was the play. I didn't want to bring Tiesson because of his pace. But if you're not going to run, Selant, why are you here? It's a good clearance. There is still plenty of time. Mrdanovic here. Oh, it's a bad ball back, but Tunic gets to it first. Zalezevic is able to head it down, but Sonderecker with a good clearance there. Awkward moments in our box area. Awkward moments. We still have plenty of substitutions. Matis Kuntz is doing pretty well. Or Kuntz. Ayeti is doing okay. He's also getting a little tired, though. Do we want to switch things up here? Really completely change the right wing. Bring on Ilkay Yüksel now as well. I think that is the play. Yüksel comes on. As we continue to watch time tick away, we still need a goal. We're going to go attacking. We're going to go a little bit higher on the tempo. And yeah, I mean, we need to make something happen. We need to get forward. As time continues down, this isn't happening. Nothing is really happening here. We've got one more substitution. Kuntz is playing badly. There will be no extra time. So I think we just say, fuck it. And we bring Soleimani on, maybe. Can Vuleta play in behind? Kinda. Shabani, kinda. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do this. Put Vuleta in the middle. And yeah, this is the play now. Just, that, I guess. And just go. We have a highlight. It's worked enough to get us a highlight. I don't know if it's ours or theirs. We have nobody in the midfield. We're blasting it over the top of them. There's 5 minutes left as Yüksel on the left finds the ball in for Shabani. Shabani scores! It's 5! Now we just need to hold. We don't have players on the field to really hold. Do we pull back? I don't... This is awkward. Nobody can really play in the middle. Vuleta kind of can. I think we pull Vuleta all the way back here. Okay, Vuleta... I mean, I don't know what we play him as, really. Just, like, put him on a defensive duty. I don't care. Dorta's coming back. Yüksel's coming back. Everybody's coming back. Very defensive. Italian. Just no-nonsense fullbacks. We're not going forward at all. We're sitting on this lead, and that is what we're doing. Holby, everyone's on defensive. Good. Defensive winger on defend. We are closing the doors. Defensive winger on defend. I don't care if you can't do it, Yüksel. You're doing it now. Shabani, can you play in behind? Yes, you can. We'll pull him a little bit further back. Why not? You know what? Actually, no. We're going to leave him up front so that we can just sort of, like, hoof balls at them and just, like, maybe it works. All right. None of this, none of this. Very direct passing. Low tempo. Time wasting frequently. Be more disciplined. No countering. Regroup. No counter pressing. Hold shape. Slow pace down. We're doing everything. The lowest possible defensive line. Pressing intensity. I'll just be normal there. And that's it. Okay. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I could very well see this not working, but we're gonna try. I don't know if this is a highlight because oh my god, are you joking? Well, I just canceled all the changes. What the hell was that? Wow. Huh. Well, all that for nothing. The changes hadn't even gone into effect yet. Jesus Christ. I'm really disappointed. Man, that's sad. That's it. We lose on away goals to that banger. Wow. Upsetting. 6-6 on aggregate. We lose to Zrinja. It's sad. I'm real sad about that. We had it, man. What is it with us having a chance to win in these rounds? Like, there was that moment in last season when Vuleta in the 93rd minute was, like, in on goal by himself and just didn't get to the ball. And now this. It's disappointing. It's a little deflating for sure. Anyway, we turn our attention to the league. I guess technically this is progress. We lost by less. We didn't do worse. We have a bunch of money. Money is good. And now we try to get promoted. We've been in the league already. We don't really have that much to show. I think we're going to kind of breeze through the league a little bit quicker this time around. Basel currently lead the pack. Maybe we'll come back for Basel Breitenrhein. I think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe Zurich Basel. We'll see, depending on which ones are a little bit more interesting. We'll play the Basel game, though, and one of the two around it. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out, guys. If you guys enjoyed this episode, drop a like. Hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to know when the next one goes live. I'm going to be a little busy this week, so I'm not entirely sure when I'll be able to play. But if you guys are enjoying Shabani's 17 goals in 9 games, give a like for Shabani. And if you guys leave a comment if you think that Shabani or Vuleta will be the first to accomplish 5 goals in a game twice. Of course, both of them have already done that this season once. So we'll see who does it first. If anyone, leave a comment if you don't think it's going to happen to either of them. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next episode where we will be trying our best to make some progress in the league. It's promotion or nothing, right? I mean, we want to be making progress every single year, and there's no way to make progress this year unless we get promoted because we didn't make progress in Europe. So that's going to be on the cards. We'll see you next time on Liechtenstein Legends.